Welcome to another video. So, recently, OpenAI released their new O1 model, and ever since that release, almost everyone has been trying to catch up and make their tools compatible with O1. Now, ClaudeDev has also jumped in and done that, and they've even launched some cool new upgrades. Today, I'll be covering that along with all the new updates ClaudeDev has received. So, you can consider this like an update coverage of ClaudeDev, as well as O1 testing with ClaudeDev. Let me tell you about the new features first, and then we'll proceed to try all the features out along with the O1 model. Anyway, after the last ClaudeDev update video I did, there have been 3 major version releases. So, let's take a look at them. The first release after my video added Files Timeline support, which means Claude's changes now appear in your file's timeline, allowing you to easily view a diff of each edit. This is especially helpful if you want to revert to a previous version. No need for Git. Everything is tracked by VS Code's local history. This is really good if you want to go back to a version and things like that, which is pretty cool. Apart from that, the system prompt for Claude was also updated to prevent Claude from rereading files unnecessarily. So, that's the major thing added in this release. Let's look at the next release now. This release added support for running terminal commands directly in your terminal, thanks to the new VS Code update that allows that. Claude can also read errors in a command and fix them. There's also a new Proceed While Running button to let Claude continue working while commands are running, sending it new output along the way, which is really good. Now, let's talk about the latest version. The new version has added support for prompt caching via OpenRouter. So, now, if you use ClaudeDev with Claude 3.5 Sonnet via OpenRouter, you can use prompt caching, which is great because you can now do inference for cheap with that. Apart from that, ClaudeDev now supports Azure OpenAI as well as Google Gemini, meaning you can use it for free without any workarounds. That's pretty cool, because Gemini has a very good free tier for their models, where you can use the Gemini Flash model with 15 requests per minute, which is really good. Also, if you use Azure OpenAI, that's now possible too, which is great. The task header can now also be collapsed to provide more space for viewing conversations, which is good because previously it took up about 50% of the view space, making reading the conversation harder. This release also added fuzzy search and sorting to task history, making it easier to find specific tasks. So, that's also a good quality of life update. Apart from this, there's one more thing not mentioned here. OpenAI's new O1 model support, which is super cool. You can now use O1 with ClaudeDev via OpenRouter or even directly with OpenAI. O1 support was not previously feasible because O1 doesn't support tool calling, but they've updated ClaudeDev to support that now, which is just awesome. I'll check that out as well. So, let's get started and check everything out. First of all, let's go to VS Code over here. If you don't have ClaudeDev, just get it installed. Otherwise, just update your ClaudeDev extension. Once that's done, open it up. Now, let me first show you the new provider options. So, let's go over here in the settings. Here, you can see some new providers in this drop-down. Here's the Gemini option. You can select it and enter your API key. You can also select the model here, including Flash, Pro, and experimental models. And all of them are really good and free, each with its separate rate limits. So, that's pretty cool. If you use OpenRouter with Claude 3.5 Sonnet, you can now also use prompt caching and save money, which is really cool. There's also the OpenAI option, where you can use OpenAI models easily. Previously, You had to set it up manually with the OpenAI compatible option, but now it's much easier. So, that's great. Apart from this, you now also get support for O1 when you select OpenAI or OpenRouter, which is just awesome. Although, if you select that, you get a warning message, but that's fine. Now, let me show you how to use it with Gemini first, and then we'll create something with O1 as well. Let's just keep that here and now. Enter your API key, which you can get for free from Google AI Studio, and paste it here. Once you do that, just select the model you want to use. I recommend the Gemini Flash model because you get 15 requests per minute for free, and it works well. Or you can use the experimental models. Anyway, let's select Gemini Flash here. Once you do that, you can use it too. Let's go back over here and ask it to make something. Let's ask it to make a simple calculator app. And let's ask it to keep it modern with orange and gray colors. It's doing that now. Let's wait a bit. And it's done. You can see it worked pretty well. Let's run the command here and see. Okay, here's the generation, and it works fine. This is really good. I think the Gemini option is great for people who want to use it for free. Let me also show you the other updates here before we use O1. The first thing you can do here is collapse this header, which helps you take a better look at your conversations, which is really useful. You can also see that when we run this command here, it runs in the terminal instantly, which is good because you can see the output and terminate it if needed. Apart from this, you can also see the timeline here, which shows what has been done in each instance, and you can undo changes from here, which is great for tracking. You can also search your task history in different ways, which is cool. Now, let's head over and use O1. I'll be using it via OpenRouter. So, let's just select that over here. Now, let's first try it out with O1 Mini, and then we'll try O1 as well. So, now that's configured. Let's go back over here. Let's ask it to make something interesting. Let's ask it to make a simple to-do app using HTML, CSS, and JS because it's super rate limited, and I just want to try it out without doing anything crazy. So, let's just send it over here. And now, it's doing that. Let's wait a bit. Okay, it's now done. I've approved everything here, and let's just check it out now. So, here's the generation, and this looks pretty good. I don't have any complaints. So, you can use this as well if you want, although it will come at a higher cost. Now, let's also try it out with O1. So, let's just change the model to O1 here, and once we do that, let's go back and give it a somewhat similar prompt. Let's ask it to make an arcade space shooter game. Let's send it and see if it can do this or not. Let's wait a bit here. It's now done. Let's run it and see. Okay, this looks pretty good, although it has some issues, but it's fine for a one-time generation. So, this is cool. I think it works fine with ClaudeDev as well. I don't have many complaints. So, this one is good. Now, ClaudeDev is even better. You can use it with Gemini o1, and it has a lot more cool, intricate updates, which is also very cool. I think it's just improving every day. Also, if you're wondering if you should use o1 or not, I'd say don't use it because it's too expensive and not that great. Just use Sonnet instead. But if you want to try, you can do that as well. ClaudeDev is great now, and I hope it just gets better and better. I hope we get more crazy updates. Overall, it's pretty cool. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you liked this video, consider donating to my channel through the Super Thanks option below, or you can also consider becoming a member by clicking the Join button. Also, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye.